Well, Sally Lee is back with us with the Alabama Extension System. And the last time you were here, you said, I will name something, and you would tell me whether or not you can grow it in a pot.
Sure.
Okay, so let's start with corn.
There's a hybrid now for a called patio corn.
Yeah.
For a pot, yes. Actual
And does it
corn.
make big ears? Or?
It grows shorter, but the ears are just about normal size.
Okay.
6 to 8
Okay,
inches.
what about my wife's favorite thing, okra?
Okra is kind of right now.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
probably put it in a raised bed or the ground.
Okay. What about,
Does she like eggplant?
oh yeah,
Eggplant's great in a pot. You can do some fine eggplant in a pot.
but they get pretty big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
the prettiest eggplant this year in my pot.
And of course, we talked about before, a fig tree you could do in a pot.
You can
You're
do a
doing
fig
that.
tree in a pot.
And of course, tomatoes. You
Oh
could do in a
yeah,
pot.
definitely.
Like everybody.
Peppers, yeah. Tomatoes, peppers.
Green peppers and red peppers?
Yes, absolutely.
Both
absolutely.
peppers?
Absolutely.
So all the stuff you can grow in a pot in case you haven't got any place to grow anything.
Right.
So that's something.
Absolutely.
Now let's get into what's happening in April in our lives when it
Okay.
comes to planting and harvesting and whatever we got to do here.
Well, if you want to jump a little bit from the vegetables themselves to the pollinators.
Yeah.
Many vegetables need a pollinator. So
Yeah.
pollinators. A lot of people are into pollinator gardens these days. They want to know what to plant
Yeah,
to attract
yeah.
butterflies and bees and even bats. You know,
Yeah.
bats pollinate plants too.
They do.
Yes, they do.
Oh, little devils.
But because bats are nocturnal, they usually pollinate the plants that grow in the evening, that flower in the evening.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of neat, those bats.
Yeah.
But for the butterflies and the bees that we
Yeah.
see or hear swarming around,
Yeah.
a lot of people...
Not wasps.
They don't pollinate very
No,
well.
all they want to do is hurt people.
Well, they do. They are minor pollinators.
Okay.
The reason the bees are so much better pollinators is
Yeah.
if you look at a bee, almost all of the pollinators are she's,
Yeah.
have fuzzy bodies.
Yeah.
So the pollen sticks to
to the
her.
body, yeah.
The wasp is like streamlined,
Yeah,
not so
nothing
sticky.
sticks,
No,
yeah,
except
yeah.
the sticker to you. but
That's
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
That's so right.
Yeah. But pollinator gardens, they're great because they're very colorful.
Yeah.
Because different insects are attracted to different colors.
Colors. Okay, so
Yeah.
can you do that in a pot
Yes.
next to your vegetable garden?
Yes.
So if you have, how about your raised garden? You could do it in your raised garden?
You could do it in a raised garden. You can do pollinator gardens in any.
Mix it in with your vegetable garden?
You can, because some of those will attract insects that pollinate your vegetables.
Okay.
Just make sure you have enough space
Yeah.
for all these things, because some vegetables can get large,
Yeah.
and so can some plants that attract
What kind of a
pollinators.
plant? What kind of, the pansies, do they?
Not so much, but think
Yeah.
butterfly plant. Guess what? It attracts butterflies. Butterfly plants.
Oh,
They're
just you
beautiful.
buy a butterfly plant.
Yeah, it's attracting butterflies. Yeah.
Duh.
Butterfly bush.
Yeah.
Butterfly bush.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lantana. You see that
Yeah,
growing a lot?
lantanas, yeah.
It's a great attractant. And some of these plants are very low maintenance, which makes it even
Even nicer,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. One thing, though, to point out to anybody who's growing or attracting beneficials or pollinators, which are beneficial insects, be very careful about what you spray. Because those little, if you go to the garden and you see a bug on one of your vegetables and I'm going to get something to spray it and kill it, be careful, because that can also kill your butterflies and your bees.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
of
something
course.
to consider in your plant.
And the way to find out what to do is you go to aces.edu
Right.
and look it up. And if you
Right.
can't find that,
then you
can
call ACES.
Yeah, you can call and see if your master gardener is available in your
Right,
county.
right.
Remember, these things. This is not just in Jefferson County or Montgomery County
Right.
or Madison County or
It's across the
Baldwin
state.
County. Every county in the state of Alabama
Has an extension office.
has an extension office. So
Isn't
if
that
you
marvelous?
and I've been saying for years, Sally, that this is one of the best kept secrets in the state of Alabama, especially those y'all that are moving in from out of state. We have a
yeah.
lot of people
We do.
from up north,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And they want to plant, they want,
Something that they're familiar with.
sure, they want to plant a bougainvillea.
Well, yeah.
And that's not going to work in some parts of the state.
Right.
If you come out, people from out west. When I lived
yeah.
out west, man, bougainvilleas I love those. I made they're beautiful when they bloom.
They are.
But
But
they're
they
not-
won't overwinter.
No, they won't last the winter.
Right.
So you've got to be real careful
Yeah,
about that.
and you're exactly right. We have people that come from up north too.
Yeah.
And they want to bring their big spruce trees, or they want to plant something that did just fine up there, and they come down here and go, but it's dying.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
So knowing those plants, whether they're vegetables, but are beneficial pollinator plants, make sure that you plant something that grows well here,
Right.
just as you said.
And if you have any questions, you know what to do, aces.edu. Thank you,
Right.
Sally.
You're so welcome.